Hello. Today class will discuss command usage in Unix. First, we'll understand the definition of the command. In Unix, a command is a program that can run, which means that a command is a set of instructions that will be stored in the form of program. That program is located in a specific directory. When we are executing a particular command, at that time the corresponding program will be executed in the background. This is what we can call as a command definition here. Whenever to run the command in Unix, we need to type its name in the command prompt, then press the enter key. So the command will be executed. So with respect to the command, we are having the certain rules for that. Unix command may or may not have arguments. On an argument can be option or a file name, which means that in the command prompt, whenever we are executing a particular command, that command can have arguments, nothing but we are passing the parameters. That parameter might be a options or it might be a particular file. Options means like usually we are using with respect to the ls command. ls hyphen with l, nothing but listing, long listing. L stands for long listing. That is all the attributes of the particular file. And the second rule, the general format for a Unix command is command name and which is followed by the file name in the command prompt, which means we can find the one example as I taken there, ls with option L. So that way we can enter the commands. Usually we are talking repeatedly about the term option. It is represented by minus symbol. If suppose there is a more than two options are available with respect to the command, then we can easily combine those two options with that is a minus L minus A without using any specific character like comma or semicolon. It's not like that. Only just put the one space, then use the corresponding space options. All Unix commands must be entered in small case letters. This is an important point. Whenever we are using any command in an Unix environment, it should be a small case. Don't use the uppercase, or like the first character is uppercase and second character is lowercase. It should not be happen. Only all the characters of that particular command should be small case letters. There must be a space or tab between the command name and option. As I already told, whenever you are using any option with respect to a command, then there must be a one space is required. If there exists a typo error, use backspace to erase the character. Means while typing the command, if we made any mistakes, at that time we need to use the backspace. The cursor is not moving here in the prompt, so we need to use the backspace to recorrect that mistake what is taken place with respect to a command in the command prompt. With respect to the Unix command, usually we are having the two types of the command. One is simple command and one more is complex command. What do you mean by simple command? Simple command is a command that can be executed by providing the command name in the command prompt. Say for example, as I taken some example, date, calendar, list. So as the name indicates here, date, it will displaying the current date and time. And second one is ls command. As the name indicate, it will listing all the files in the current directory. So this way we can use the cal command also here. Next, complex command. A complex command consists of list of simple or complex commands separated by the semicolon, which means that in the command prompt we are executing the multiple commands separated by the semicolon. Say for example, we can find it here, date command, which is separated by the semicolon. Then we are having the one more command, who am I, again which is separated by the semicolon by one more command, cal. So this kind of the structure exists in the command prompt, then we can call as a complex command. If the commands are executed without command separator, then error message will be displayed. Like this is the bad conversation. So always try to understand while typing the command here what I am typing, whether it is a simple command or it is a complex command here. Next, POSIX. It is Unix Unix specification. Sorry. So Unix specification is nothing but Dennis Ritchie made a decision to rewrite the Unix in C, did not quite make it portable. Means the Unix fragmentation and absence of single conforming standard affected the development of portable applications. That means the AT&T Laboratories is developing its own Unix version. Then other organization is implementing its own version. Then it will making the difficulty for the end user which version of the Unix operating system can be used for developing an application. At that time, there is a one group has been formed by IEEE, that is the Institute of Electronics Electrical Engineers Association. That group name is POSIX. As the name indicate here, Portable Operating System Interface for Unix it is. So what it defines, that it will defining the standards. So whenever we are implementing any command, that command should be as per the standards of the POSIX here. Again, there are two important POSIX standards. One is POSIX.1 and POSIX.2. Here the POSIX.1 specifies C applications, means all the APIs what we are using as part of the Unix platform, then those APIs are part of the POSIX.1 standard. Means that API means application programming interface should have some specific instructions here. Next, POSIX2, it deals with the shell and utilities. Means what is the different shell can be used and what are the different tools like VI editor that can be used for editing the Unix command here. So these are those two substandards are exist in POSIX here. Then later on it is allowing for all the users can implement their own commands, but those commands should be POSIX standards. Then they need to post those commands as part of the POSIX. If it is correct, such commands can be adopted here. as part of the Unix shell. So these are the some of the basic commands what we are using in the Unix, like a man command, echo command, printf command, ls command, who command, date command, password command, cal command. So these are the different commands we are using in the Unix. So these commands we will discuss one by one. The first one that is the man command. As the name indicate, it can be used to get the detailed description of another command, nothing but online documentation. Online documentation. Just we can find it the usage of the man command here. The command name, first it is a man command, which is followed by the option argument is nothing but any option we can use with respect to the man, then which is followed by the any specific command like ls command. That means if I type man which is followed by the ls, that indicate we are getting the help with respect to the ls command. That means what is the syntax, what is the usage, what kind of the output we are getting with respect to the ls command. The details things will be displayed by the man command. So this man command is a built-in command in an Unix. The one point is he is highlighted, that is a man page is a documentation. That's what it is, giving the detailed description of that particular command here. Next, the one more command, echo command. As the name indicates, it will displaying a message. It will displaying a message. Just we can find it echo csc or echo csc. Then what is the output we are getting on the screen is that is only csc. Or there is one more example, just we can find it, to evaluate the shell variable echo which is followed by the $sign, then shell, it is a system variable. So that indicates what is the current shell name here, like it might be a K shell, or it might be a B shell, like that it will be displayed on the screen here. Echo was an external command, but nowadays all the shells have been built in. Okay. So echo command can also be used with respect to the option that is E here. So that means it will suppress the some of the special characters like backward slash. And along with the echo command, we can use the tab as well, which pushes the text to the right by 8 character position. Means I think in the C also you learned that one. Yes. And there is one more command, printf command. It is an alternative to the echo command. The only difference between printf and echo is that the echo will be taken the new line character after printing the output, but the printf command will not take any new line character. If you want the new line character, we need to specify explicitly. Yes, we need to specify explicitly. The advantage with respect to the printf command is just we can make the formatting as just like what we are doing in the C or C++. In C we are using printf, but in C++ we are using the cout. Just like that, whatever the format you wanted to print on the screen, just we can make the formatting by using the printf command here. So this is about the some of the commands. We'll stop here. We'll discuss the some more commands in the next video here. Thank you.